For this character subject, for this topic, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10.
You guys said that it kind of their characters, it really shows who they are, but how Braden pointed out, they do have different versions of themselves. So I guess these weren't the best, my favorite versions of themselves. Like Charlie could definitely be more deranged, I guess you could say, or I guess a shittier person. Not shitty, but I don't know a good way to put that. But I guess also a good point that Spicy Nuggets made is that they're all separate. I think the best versions of themselves come out when they're all together or they're doing a lot of group things. And I think for that reason, I gave it an 8 because they were good and they did show who they were, but they weren't my best versions of them or my favorite versions.
I see that. And if I want to address or if I could address spicy nuggets from before,
You can't.
yeah, thank you. I would do it. I'll do it anyway. But you were talking about people's boxes and fitting into people's boxes, and these characters fitting into their own boxes. For me, if I were to look at this show with how are these characters compared to what I know of them now, then I'm never going to give a as an objective view or an objective rating as I could. I kind of want to talk about these characters for what I see right now, for the most part. I'm not giving it a full 10, but I'm not going down to an 8. I really like how I'm giving it a 9, by the way. I don't, or I like how Mac was really his own person in this episode. He kind of, took command, even though he was kind of, I guess, patronized or belittled the entire episode. And he didn't even recognize it. Charlie's lifting the pool table a lot, but Mac can't at all. And he finds any other excuse to find out why he can't lift his end of the pool table, and that to me is the epitome of Max. I guess
because he's not lifting with his back.
You just have to jerk your back right up.
He was jerking it. As for Frank, like he's at his full diabolical evil genius planning right now. Charlie, there's a point when Charlie was like nodding his head, and he's like, "I have no idea what you're talking about." I love that.
Are
part.
you asking a question?
Yeah, when Charlie is like that, playing his dumb self, that's fun. Other than that, I'm giving it a 9. I can't give it a full 10, but a 9's good.
I'll change my score.
I would give it a full 10 if I see like a full 10 to me is like if all the character like if they're all there, but also a bunch of other recurring characters are there.
That's fair. That's
this
fair.
episode it was rather isolated between for the gang. And that's a 9.
All right, I'll really change my score here. I'm gonna change it. We're gonna go from 10. We go to an 8.5 just because Donnie's comment had me thinking. Even though this is like my favorite versions of almost everyone in the gang, I guess Charlie is still not what I want Charlie to be at 100% here. So because of that, I think I really can't have it at 10 out of 10. And then Adam's point right there, where no real classic side characters in this episode, no side characters at all, actually.
So
I don't know. I'm thinking 8.5 or a 9. I don't know.
What you're saying is that in terms of characters, they're at least 10% luck and 20% skill.
15% concentrated.
Power of will. And there's at least 5% pleasure and 50% pain.
So you're telling me is that it's 100% the reason
to remember the name.
I was waiting for literally anyone else to jump in on that.
Why are you good at math when it's not useful?
When it comes to rap music?
Because someone else wrote it.